Hello everybody, my name is Andreas Uplift and today we're gonna discuss training splits. I know how it feels getting into training and not knowing what to do and when to do it. I had a background in BMX, so there we are just going out almost every day, doing our tricks, falling down, getting up again. So we didn't know what we are doing. And when I got into training, I had no clue what I was doing either. Lucky for me, I had a friend named Vasilis. He helped me a lot, explained me a few stuff about training splits and which exercise train each muscle, some basic stuff. And then on my own, I did my research and I'm still doing my research so that I'm learning new stuff on how to train and how to develop your body. Hopefully, when you watch the whole video, I might become your friend that explains you what each training split does. And by the end, we're going to discuss how to create your own unique workouts program based on your needs. 1, 2, seems to work good. Ready. Let's go. Three most important things that the split has to handle is training frequency. When are you going to train each muscle group? 1 time a week, 2 times a week, 5 times a week, 7 times a week. But at the same time, it has to let your muscles heal so that they recover and get bigger. And the third thing, it manages the volume, sets, reps, so that you can train hard and get your dream physique. These are the basic principles of a split, and as long as it follows them, it's a perfect split for you. The first split, which I like a lot, it's the full body training. As its name, it's pretty simple. You train your entire body every time you go to the gym. Usually people train full body 2 to 4 times a week. There are other more advanced variations of it that you can train full body 5 or even 6 times a week. We're going to discuss later how to implement some of these principles into other training splits so that you can create your own unique workouts. The reason that I like a lot the full body is that it gives you a lot of space in your week to do whatever you want. If you train, for example, 2 times a week, you have remaining 5 days to do other sports, other activities, to do your studies, your work, anything that you want, and still get the gains. Also, it gives you the advantage to be able to move your days. For example, if you are training on Tuesday and something happened on that day and you can't train on Tuesday, you can move your day on Wednesday. You have a lot of free space to play around. And for those that are more into intermediate, you can add easily higher frequency and train more times a week so that you have higher frequency or higher volume. Another reason why I like it and why I use a lot of its principles in my own workouts is that it splits your muscle groups into more workouts. Let's explain that a bit deeper. For example, me, I don't like a lot doing leg workouts, so I usually don't have a specific leg workout in my training. And if I do, I only have it once a week. But if I want to train my legs without even thinking that much, with a full body workout, I'm not gonna do a lot of sets for my legs. It's not gonna be a workout about my legs only that I'm going to train 20 sets on my legs. It's gonna be just 4, 8 sets of legs around the other body parts as well. So it's a lot easier to break down those hard to train body parts, and it's easier on your mind. You can train a muscle group that you don't like that much, just a bit each time, and the volume will add up and you will adapt and get the gains that you want. Remember this principle because I love it and I use it a lot, especially with my legs, as I told you before. Another thing to know about full body is that you can alternate your muscle groups. So you can go and train legs, and without a lot of rest, you can go to your back and to your chest. And you won't need 2 or 3 minutes of rest in between because as you train your chest, your back will be getting recovered. And as you train your legs, your chest will be getting recovered, and so on. So you need a lot less rest. So you save a lot of time. Thumbs up to the full body. I like it a lot. I will use it. I recommend it to every beginner, and I recommend some principles of it to more experienced athletes using some advanced techniques. Getting to split number 2 is the upper lower. Usually you train each week 4 to 6 times. You just go to the gym and train your whole upper body, chest, back, arms, shoulders, and then your lower body, glutes, hamstrings, and quads. The reason I love the upper lower split, besides the fact that it's pretty simple, is because, again, as with the full body training, you can alternate your muscle groups and save up time on your rest. If I'm going to train my upper body and I have to do chest and then back, I don't have to do chest, rest, back, rest. I can do chest, back, rest, and again chest, back, rest, or bicep, triceps, rest. And with this way, you save a lot of time. I'm not saying that this is always the best method to use the upper lower split. Sometimes it's better to train your full chest, do all the sets for it, then move to your back, do all the sets for your back, then to your biceps, then to your triceps, and then to your shoulders. This workout split gives you a high frequency as well. You can train your whole body 3 times a week, or with 2 times a week, you are most probably going to be fine. And again, if you train 4 times a week, it gives you enough space to move things around and play with your workouts. If something happens to your day, you can move it to the next day. It's pretty simple to handle. For example, you can do on Monday, upper, Tuesday, lower, on Wednesday, take a rest day, Thursday, upper body, and on Friday, a lower body, and then take 2 days rest. And if something happens on Tuesday, you can take on Tuesday rest and train on Friday, Saturday, and do 1 rest on Sunday. It's pretty simple and pretty easy to move things around. And the third split, which I think at the moment it's the most common one in the hypertrophy and bodybuilding world, is the push-pull legs. Or for some other people, it's the push legs pull. It's the same thing, just switching the 2 workouts. Push, it's for the exercises that you push in front of you or at the top of your body, horizontal or vertical. Pull, it's for the movements that you pull or pull like that, horizontal or vertical again. And legs, the same thing as the lower body that we talked from the upper lower split. You train your entire legs. This is a split that I started with, and I did most of my gains because it was the only split I knew existed at that time. But with a little secret, I was skipping leg days at the start, but now I'm training legs. Okay. So yeah, I was doing only push, pull, push, pull, push, pull. Anyways, you should do push, pull legs, and again, push, pull legs. This training split consists of 6 times a week of training. It's usually harder than the other ones, especially for a beginner, because it's a lot of times to start going to the gym. From 0 going 6 times a week into the gym, it's a big difference. So I don't recommend it for a complete beginner, but for more intermediate and advanced athletes, of course, it's a great split. And in simple terms, push movements consist your chest, your shoulders, mostly your front and side delts, and your triceps. For the pull movements, it consists your back and your biceps, and for the legs, as always, it's the quads, hamstrings, the little calves, and the glutes. It's too cold in here. It's 40 degrees outside. This workout program is very good for hypertrophy as it gives you 2 times a week training for each muscle group, which is a very good frequency to train. Most people train twice a week, every muscle group, some 3 or even more as we talked before, but most usually twice a week, which is a pretty good standard. And it also gives you the ability to give more focus on every muscle group, as in each workout you train less muscle groups, so you have more time on each muscle. After all, it doesn't mean that it's better because in each workout you train more of your chest than in your full body. You can have the same volume and the same sets, reps with full body if you train more sets at each workout or if you train more frequently. This is based on what you like. If you like doing more exercises for your chest at a given workout, then it may be better a push-pull legs workout. Push-pull legs is a very good split, and a lot of professional athletes use it because it gives you a pretty good balance. Again, you don't have to think about a lot of things. You just go in the gym, train your push movement, pull movements, and leg movements. The disadvantage I can see is that it doesn't give you a lot of space to move things around. So if you are not 100% into training, I don't suggest it for you. But we are gonna talk now about how we can adjust those workouts and those splits so that we can make them more specific to our own needs. Before saying that, I will say based on my opinion that the best workout splits for a beginner are the full body and the upper lower because you have more time. It's quite pretty straightforward. You can move things around. It's not 6 times a week, which it's a lot for a beginner. But if you get into intermediate and advanced, or if you like a lot the gym, you can consider doing push-pull legs or doing your own custom workout programs. Now, for the custom programs, what do we have to think? Usually, I take a pre-existing program, for example, the push-pull legs, and I just switch some things and change it. A principle that is pretty good to keep in your own custom workout programs is to train each muscle group at least twice a week and to train them 10 to 20 hard sets every week. Now that we know those two simple principles, how can I change things around? Let's start with the push-pull legs. We train push-pull legs. We have a rest day and again push-pull legs, or push-pull legs and again push-pull legs and the rest on Sunday. Let's say that I like a lot training push-pull legs, but I can't afford to train 6 times a week. I want to train only 5 times a week. What I can do is pretty simple. I can do a push-pull legs and then upper lower rest rest, or push-pull legs rest upper lower and again a rest. With this way, we're combining those workout programs into our own program. Another example, we're going to take again the push-pull legs. It's the easiest one to change around because it has the most detail in it. So if we train push-pull legs and we don't want to train legs, you are just like me. What you can do in this situation, if you want, you can train push-pull legs and again push-pull, and that more sets and more volume in your leg workout. Or you can do push and that legs inside your push workout, and in your pull workout add legs again inside. So with this way you have kind of a full body workout. It's like push and legs, pull and legs, and then you have rest and again push legs, pull legs, and you are rest, and it goes on and on. So with this way, we're combining our workouts program based on our needs and based on what we like. Another thing to take into consideration when you are creating your own workout program is that some muscle groups recover a lot quicker than other muscle groups. So for example, if your biceps recover a lot quicker, you can add higher frequency to them and train them more often. And now let's work with the upper lower split, and that we want to train our biceps more frequently. We can do upper, rest, lower, training our lower body, our biceps, or any other muscle group that we know that it's getting recovered a lot quicker. Then take a rest and train our upper body again. So we are mixing things around based on our body, based on our likings, and what we prefer. Other people will do full body 3 times a week, so they can train Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, but on Wednesday, you cannot train your legs. So with this way, you will have a full body, an upper body, and again a full body. I've seen a lot of people doing this because usually your legs need more time to recover than your upper body. As you can realize, you can move things around as long as you keep the main principles alive. Just make sure that you don't overtrain and you let your muscles heal, that you train your muscles at least twice a week, and you enjoy your workout. This is the end of the video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more. Ciao.